What's up everybody, it's the Inhuman one here, and today I'm incredibly excited to share that Little Nightmares 3 has officially been announced. Developer Supermassive Games released a trailer at Gamescom 2023 that is packed full of juicy lore and of course, nightmare fuel. In this video I'll be covering everything we know about Little Nightmares 3, including the premise, the setting, and some interesting new game mechanics. So without further ado, let's get started. First and foremost, you may have noticed that Tarsier Studios is no longer leading the development for the latest installment of the Little Nightmares series. After the sequel, they announced their departure to work on other projects. Well aware of the viral success of the series, Bandai Namco pitched the continuation of the franchise, and Supermassive Games obliged. They're no stranger to horror games, having made titles like Until Dawn and The Quarry, but despite the fact that those games tailor to a more traditional style of horror, they have made it a priority to maintain the, quote, Little Nightmares DNA, unquote. We can only hope that the narrative direction and the gameplay builds upon its predecessors and continues to craft a world that only leads to more questions than answers. Little Nightmares 3 will take place in several new locations of the nowhere, where you will play as Lo and alone. Interestingly enough, you won't have to face your fears alone this time because the devs have added a new optional online co-op feature, which is the first in the franchise's history. Armed with Lo's bow or Alone's wrench, you'll be forced to use your wit and imagination to overcome the new challenges that await you. Personally, I'm eager to see if the bow or wrench can be used to fight off smaller enemies and potentially enhance the game from a combat perspective. The possibility of tighter controls and more precise fight sequences could truly optimize the experience if done carefully, so that we don't feel like overpowered children in a world full of monstrous adults. The residents won't take kindly to their newest visitors as they traverse the wastelands of the necropolis, a desolate city that is now much more like a ghost town. In fact, nobody knows what happened to the original inhabitants, but it's very likely that the gigantic baby-faced behemoth stomping around might have played a pivotal role that led to the current state of things. Interestingly enough, this is just one of several areas that the duo will traverse as they head towards their ultimate goal, which eludes us at the time of this video. In regards to where Little Nightmares 3 fits on the timeline, it seems like a direct sequel to the original Little Nightmares game, following Six's defeat of the lady and her mirror. This is supported by the multiple images of a fractured mirror shrouded by an eerie smoke, which has a strong association with our favorite hostess from the mall. Little Nightmares 3 will be packed full of puzzles and will likely include some basic means of communication to supplement the online component that it's introducing. Although we don't have a precise window, we know that Little Nightmares 3 will be releasing in 2024, so rest assured, you can sleep tight until then. Keep in mind that a 6-part podcast miniseries will be featured on Bandai Namco's channel and will hopefully keep your hunger satiated until we receive more news. And that's all for this video. If you want to delve into the dark world of the Maw, where it all began, be sure to check out my main channel for an extensive library of lore and theories where you will find the very first theories ever on Little Nightmares. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It lets me know that you want more content just like this. Also, feel free to check out my Ko-fi page and my Patreon if you want to unlock more perks or just feel like supporting me in a more personal way. Click on the videos on screen now if you want to continue your journey, and I'll see you when you get there. Until next time, it's the Inhuman One, signing out.